Well, the weather here in Espoo is picture perfect. Maybe that's why that man there is filming some of the surroundings. The sun is out. The sky is blue. I'm sure there's words to a song in there too. We have got some tremendous action to come here this afternoon. The course details flying through the screen for you to take in, but a quick look at what's to come. Women's vision impaired Veronica Aigner and Kiana Mazel are in pretty close touching distance with one another. We've also got Menna Fitzpatrick inside the top three when it comes to that as well. It's only about -3 here. I'd say it's probably warmer than that. The sun is absolutely beating down here onto the commentary position. It's a tent outside, and I tell you what, I'm down to just my sleeves. The coats are off, and so are the gloves when it comes to the fight here for the medals in Espoo. Rita and Arsho are the big leaders, but it's Arsho with a hefty lead over the rest in the women's standing. The women's sitting was some interesting watching this morning as well, as we lost 4 of the 8 starters. The leader is Annalena Forster, en route to yet another medal here at these World Championships. The men's VI category, well, that's some interesting viewing to say the least. Just 1/100th of a second separated Johannes Aigner and Giacomo Bertagnoli in the start of contest for this second run. Just 1/100th of a second, and Neil Simpson isn't far behind either. The men's standing and the men's sitting, we'll talk about those a little bit later on. This is what we were talking about the women's event earlier on. Barbara Aigner in 4th position, Veronica Aigner in 1st. Mazel and Fitzpatrick have got work to do if they are to take a medal in that one. Going back to the men's standing event then, Theo Rimeur leads the way. Big fall from Robin Kusch here this morning. Perezzari is in 2nd for Italy, with Arthur Barchet in the bronze medal position as we go into the second run. And it's a good contest in the men's sitting as well. Jesper Pedersen, Jeroen Kampschur, you get used to saying those names. Niels de Langen is on course for another medal as well. He sits in 3rd position, but a heck of a run from the Norwegian puts him in the driving seat once again. A look down the mountain. Chance to see what lies ahead for all of the athletes. Looking up almost directly into the sunshine at the moment. That sun is pretty much behind the athletes as they come into the final section of the course here in Espoo. And again, if you're not sure where Espoo is, it's very northeast in Spain. We're pretty much about half an hour away or so from the Andorran and French border. And it very much is sun cream weather. Make sure you apply it nice and even. What about under the hat? No, don't worry. There's Menna Fitzpatrick, finds herself in the top 3 after the first run. We are going to have a little bit of a delay by the looks of it. Whilst it looks ready, something somewhere isn't. We'll play a quick game of Guess Who. Who's under there? No idea. Up at the top, that's Sarah Choi, the Korean skier. 19-year-old just being asked to wait a few extra moments. Choi went 1:07.50 in the first run. And once again, we've got a smattering of spectators down by the finish area, which is always good to see. A few last moment coaching explanations going on. As we head back up to the start area, this is Choi and her guide Kim Hyun-hyun. Hyung in the long-term guide for Sarah Choi. As you mentioned a bit earlier, decent medal haul from the World Championships. It's not been able to replicate that this time around, but it's been pretty close. 5th and 2 4th places over the opening 3 competition days for Sarah Choi. As those two race away into the second run of the giant slalom, it is a almost insurmountable task of trying to claw that back, but 2 clean runs here in a discipline where they don't normally thrive would at least be a good outcome. A large shaded area, and this is where the sunshine and the shade doesn't naturally help VI athletes. None of these are B1 athletes, so no blacked out goggles. So a lot of these athletes will see shade, they'll see light, they'll see things in different manners to each other, but maybe patterns or certain areas. But coming into light and dark often can be disorientating. It's a bit like if it's snowing. All of a sudden it's a little windy down the bottom as well, which has come from nowhere. This is Elena Stari. Choi's finishing time was 2:16.80. This is the Austrian Stari, who is some 8.5 seconds nearly up on Sarah Choi. In towards the line then, and it's a 2:06.22. Good 10-second gap between Stari and Choi. Next out on the mountain then, Alexander Rexova. 17-year-old Super G gold medal winner from Beijing. Gold is all that's missing from these World Championships at the moment. An alpine combined silver. The downhill bronze. Is she capable of a gold here? She'd have to come from a heck of a distance, and in fact she's fallen behind Elena Stari as well. In fact she's fallen a long way behind, 2.57 at the end of that run from Rexova, so she goes into second. Next up here is Eva Niku, group number 4. Belongs to the Greek, guided by Dimitris Provences. 5th place at the start of this second run. Showing how good Elena Stari's run was here. And that lead for Niku is down to just 9 100ths. 1:52.02 in this next section. While she's raised it back up again. Niku just over 8/10 of a second with an advantage now over Elena Stari. What will be the finishing time? She's ahead, 2/10 of a second. That's all it was in the end. Eva Niku goes into the lead here with 4 to come. Any mistakes from these four, and Niku will start to be the beneficiary. Barbara Eigner is in the driving seat to claim a medal through mistake. First up, though. 17-year-old giant slalom world champion last time out. Bronze at the Paralympic Games in Beijing. One of 5 Eigner siblings. Clara Sakura is the guide, and Eigner staying quick, 1.3 seconds up. Into the big drop down, into the shade. Again, we talk about that difference in sunlight and darkness. Those VI athletes, how much does it affect each of them? Oh, barely any difference, 1.28 the lead here, so Eigner wants to get to the top, and then that way she can wait and see what happens to the rest. At the line then, and she leads by 0.71. Into first place goes Eigner. Her sister Veronica will be chasing that time down in a few minutes. First to challenge will be Menna Fitzpatrick for Great Britain. 24-year-old former slalom Paralympic champion back in 2018. Slalom world champion last year as well. 4th in the giant slalom at the last year's World Championship. She goes into this round in 3rd to come 4th. Would be rather annoying to the perfectionist that is Menna Fitzpatrick. Normally on the circuit with Millie Knight. So at the moment off competing in judo. Good luck to her in her warmer climate activities. You see some athletes come from athletics to skiing. Barbara van Bergen in the sitting category came here from wheelchair basketball, a 3-time medalist at the Summer Paralympics. And Fitzpatrick sticking with the winter weather sport, and well, has gone from 2.5 now to 1.28. Doesn't want to drop any more here, otherwise she'll slip from top position. If she gets inside Barbara Eigner, she's guaranteed a medal. We're looking at 2:05.62, oh, comfortable in the end. 1.98 there, 2:03.64 is the time for Menna Fitzpatrick, who guarantees herself a medal at a 4th straight World Championships. 2017, it was bronze. 2019, 5 medals altogether, a few in Lillehammer, and that's the first guaranteed medal of these World Championships for Great Britain's Menna Fitzpatrick. Now, which colour will it be? Kiana Marcel has only gold in mind at the moment. I've no idea what the music was at the top there. If that's inspirational, I'll leave it with you. 3 golds from 3 days for Kiana Marcel. Lucio Casal guiding her down. Out by 0.12. And Marcel find a little more speed, or is Fitzpatrick come up with the goods? Oh, it's a fall! Never mind the time. Let's hope that Mazel is okay. 3 goals will not become 4 for the 26-year-old Italian. She's looking back up the hill. Just taking a look here. Yep, just gets it all wrong. Legs everywhere. Well, let's hope she's okay as she slides to a halt a few moments later. But wasn't too far away from the end of the course there. But Mazel is down. It means that Barbara Eigner will get at least the bronze. Fitzpatrick will get at least the silver. Wait to see how long the pause will be. It's a big delay. Veronica Eigner passed away. Now here we go then. Veronica Eigner went into this with a pretty decent lead over Mazel and Fitzpatrick. Well, Mazel is out. .12 up. Clips that gate, and this is not going anywhere but gold for Veronica Eigner. Very, very good work. 5 seconds or so up on the rest of the field. Well, Veronica Eigner looking strong in both runs here. And it is a gold for the youngster in Espoo. Mena Fitzpatrick claims the silver. And good work from Barbara Eigner, who elevates herself onto the podium to share with her sister. And there you see, 2 Eigners and a Fitzpatrick sandwiched between the 2. Niku missing out on the medals. Well, the medalists congratulating each other down at the bottom of the slope. Hopefully Kiana Marcel is okay. There is Voza leaving stage left. But these ladies are our medal winners. We'll hear from the winner, I'm sure, in just a matter of moments. It's the women's VI finish. We'll hear from our race winner. She's with Elliot right now.
Congratulations, your first medals of the World Championship, and it's a gold.
I'm so happy, and yes, the first round was not so good in the deep, and in the second round we was a little bit faster, and yes, I'm so proud of my sister and I. And Babsi, we makes 2 medals.
And in German, please.
Ja, ich bin voll froh, dass wir jetzt da einen zweiten Durchgang gut überbracht haben. Der erste war nicht so gut, der zweite war besser. Und ich bin froh, dass wir auch mit meiner Schwester eine zweite Medaille gemacht haben.
Congratulations. Danke.
So the women's standing contest next then. Shani Vaspi will be first to go. Early Richard at the bottom of that list will be looking for yet another medal at her debut World Championships. Ebba Arsho will be looking to show why she is the new dominant force in the women's standing category. Wind made an appearance at the top, but nothing like it was in the first 2 days here. It led to cancellations up on the mountain. Blue sky weather, at least blue sky thinking. This is Shani Vaspi heading down for her second run of the giant slalom. Israel's only representative at these World Championships. In 21. Acquired her impairment at the age of 3, involved in a road traffic accident. He says that the moment she first touched the snow, she fell in love, and that was the inspiration to start competing as she got older. And it will be Vaspi who makes it to the bottom, it would seem, to set the first time of the second run. She's going well so far. Single leg skiers face very different circumstances to those on two skis, of course. And Vaspi comes in 2:38.68 for the 21-year-old from Israel. Next out is Vanessa Gaskova, 17-year-old from Slovakia. Debut World Championships.
Back to full interval plus 30 seconds.
Well, Gaskova finishes in 2:25.19. Next up then is Lucia Smetisko. It's 0.53 up.
Ah, t'es déjà compté. Ok. Moi, je suis perché sur une tour en train d'attaquer la deuxième marche.
Only 18 from Zagreb. Very often a destination for the World Cup circuit. The alpine skiers, and Smetisko goes on the 2:23.48, should I say, 1.71 seconds up. Ali Johnson at the top, just waiting in the wind. Started in 5th place. It's just a slight delay between Ali starting and Smetisko starting, or finishing, should I say. There goes Johnson. Second world champs for Ali Johnson. Took part in the giant slalom and the Super G, 11th and 10th respectively in those. In Lillehammer, 7th place finish in the combined event here in ISPO. 1.88 seconds up. Johnson will be looking for as good a time as she can. It will put pressure, as we've just seen in the women's VI, on those above.
Ah ouais. Bon dimanche, ça mieux.
A slight drop in that lead, but 1.76 is a decent time to be in front. Would hope to maintain that speed in this flatter section. She comes in towards the finish. She hits the line at 2:21.40, some 2.08 seconds up. So Johnson puts herself in the driving seat with 4 to come. She'll be watching on to see if anybody makes a mistake out there. Aurélie Richard. This has been a tremendous debut for the young French skier, 17-year-old. Second in the downhill, third in the combined. Is there another medal for the French skier? 7.81 up here now. This is about maintaining your balance and your speed. With that sort of lead, she's comfortable and will be top of the pile by some way. And she will be the one hoping for a mistake from the top 3. But if she can keep going as quick as this, this is a fantastic run so far from Richard. 11.2 seconds up now. In towards the finish area she starts to come. Again, a large section of French flags and supporters in that bottom section as she hits the line. 2:08.48, some 12 seconds the difference. There you see that section of French support at the bottom of the run. And Richard has meant that. Those at the top will know that they need to be clean here. A clean run should keep them on the podium. Richard this morning at 1:02.34. Rothfuss 1:01.93, so around about 0.4 of a second. That's all there was between third and fourth. And that run from Aurélie Richard looked very, very quick. 33-year-old Rothfuss, the eldest of the competitors here. She's 0.83 up though, doubled her lead from earlier. Silver medalist at the Super G. The bronze medal winner from Beijing. She has all the ability and experience to maintain this lead over Richard. But the beauty of this sport, one mistake, one bad line, and it can cost you. It's dropped a fraction, 0.76 now, it's down. But has she lost enough pace to fall into second? She'll hope not. Good finish. And she leads. Still dropped down a bit, but it's enough to stay above Richard. It's a bronze guaranteed once again for Rothfuss. So Anna Maria Rida is the next in the firing line then. A gold, a silver, a bronze already here for the German athlete. Winner of the gold yesterday in the downhill. Can the 22-year-old find the right sort of speed to hold off Rothfuss? It's a big lead for Archaud, but Rida was only a few tenths up on Rothfuss. She's not now. Good start. First ever gold medal yesterday, and she's on the charge for another silver. This would be 4 days, 4 medals for Anna-Maria Rieder of Germany. This is already her best World Championships in terms of total of medals. There's some fairly tight, slow slides here. How that will affect her lead. In fact, it goes up 1.66. Anna-Maria Rieder flying down this course and heading for top spot, it would seem, as she hits the line. Yes, 2:05.92. It's another guaranteed silver medal. That would be her second of these World Championships if she's to maintain that position with just one to go. Any mistakes from Ebba Arscho, and it would hold an opportunity for gold for Rieder.
Anna-Maria Rieder, and third, Aurélie Richard of France.
So it's Rieder, Rothfuss and Richard. This lady here, though, absolutely flying. Turned 22 a few days before the competition started, making the transition between able body and para seamlessly. Impairment, which is a muscle reduction in her right leg. At the moment, the strength everywhere else shows time after time. 2.51 up here. Slalom champion in Lillehammer. Gold medals in Beijing as well in the slalom and the super combined. Went out of the giant slalom, which is why there's always an opportunity as she clatters through that gate. Certainly knows how to challenge herself. She had a healthy lead going into this. You might be tricked into a mindset of not needing to push yourself. That doesn't exist in Arscho's world, and we are all in Ebba Arscho's world. She's just letting us share the platform. What a run that is. Fast by 4.76. Ebba Arscho of Sweden takes her third gold medal of these World Championships. Take it easy isn't something she understands. Quick from start to finish. Richard just misses out despite a great run. It's Rothfuss and Rieder for Germany in 3 and 2. But Ebba Arscho of Sweden will not be stopped. Fantastic run from the Swede as she claims the gold number 3 here in Espoo. She is certainly attracting all the attention, and quite rightly so at the moment. There is that's the 4th place skier, Richard. There they are. Arscho in the middle with the 2 German skiers either side, Rieder and Rothfuss. It's a good day for Arscho as he takes that 3rd gold from 3 contests. You can see how much it's taken out of her as well.
Well, congratulations. I know you're absolutely shattered, but your 3rd gold of the World Championships and your first ever GS. How does it feel?
Ja, det känns jättebra såklart, men
Gud, världens miss och blev jättesen, så det var inget bra åk, men jag hämtade upp det. I made a big mistake, but I made it still, so it's okay. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Tack.
Well, you can see how much effort she had to put in there. She was visibly in a little bit of pain, and that'll be pushing herself to the limit. As I said, she went into the contest with the lead. You know, you could have been forgiven for taking your foot off the gas slightly. However, I'm not sure that's in Ebba Arsho's makeup, is it? As she showed with that run. Well, into the women's sitting category we go. Only 4 surviving from the first run. We started with 8. And we had 4 back-to-back. Did not finish. A few sliding out. Including an impressive start from the young Spanish athlete that was taking part in the women's sitting. Pascual Seco was actually leading when she slid out, so that would have been interesting to see how quick she could have been. This lady here took her time this morning, and understandably taking her time now, just in case one of the final 3 slips out. This is Eike Kishimoto. This is the trickiest of the section then. See the drop causes you to go a lot quicker than perhaps you want to, and this is hard for Kishimoto, but she is digging in, desperately grinding the back end of that monoski into the ground to cause it to slow as much as possible through that quick section into the slightly flatter area now, before one final drop down towards the finish. And well, Kishimoto has done what she needs to do. She'll hit the line here and then start to dream of whether that's medal worthy.
Okay, here we go, Laurie. Fight to the finish. Let's go. Ready? Go. Get it down, Laurie!
Laurie Stevens up next. Yeah, experienced American in 3rd at the end of run 1. Might have been a surprise that she was behind Kiviranta. Surprised everybody being in 2nd behind Forster. Stevens will try and put as much in as she can to claim that back. Try and clear the timing up in a moment. Stephen needs to get to the bottom in time of 2:48. She will do. That first intermediate time was incorrect, so we'll ignore that. Stevens starting this run over 10 seconds clear of Kishimoto, so there was no way that was correct, but we got back to an even keel now. 2:26.90, there we go. 21.61 ahead, and no mistakes as expected from the great Laurie Stevens. No mistakes at all. Beautifully through.
Okay. Ready? Go.
Big opportunity for Neti Kiviranta. Just 21 years of age. Here she is in her 2nd World Championships. Got a silver in the slalom Oh, and a huge slide here. Now then, she's managed to maintain movement, which means she can carry on, but that's a big, big early slide in a section where pretty much nobody has had any difficulty. That's going to go down to a mistake from Nete Kiviranta. Didn't compete in Beijing, got that silver in Lillehammer and the slalom. Didn't take on the giant slalom. Here she is looking for a medal in that. She'll be fancying herself over the weekend when we get to the slalom activities. However, right now, it is very much a race against the clock. Do 26.90. No time for siestas anywhere around this mountain. And Kiviranta has fallen behind. I thought it might have affected her that time against Stevens.
Arribant ja, Nete Kiviranta, veurem si és capaç de mantenir-se en posicions de podi. Bons parcials de moment per Kiviranta.
Oh, a slide through the line. She's 1:10 seconds out, which means that Laurie Stevens has guaranteed herself a silver. Well, there's the early mistake. That's what lost her far too much time.
La té assegurada la nord-americana Laurie Stevens, que és la líder provisional. Ara tot depèn de l'Alemanya.
There's a face of concentration. Annalena Forster. We've been watching on, or at least to be told of what's been happening in front. Annalena Forster concentrates on just one thing, and that is winning medals, and she does it very, very well. 27-year-old. 3 medals, or 4 medals at Beijing, 2 gold, 2 silver. Already 2 golds here, and already nearly 6 seconds up in the opening third of the course. Bag full of golds from the World Championships last year in Lillehammer, and she's looking to add a third right here on day number 4 in Espoo. That's silver behind Van Bergen yesterday. She's putting that right today. Van Bergen going out, and Annalena Forster already some 10 seconds clear here. It's another brilliant run from Germany's number 1 sit skier. Again, she's had some fantastic tussles through her career, but now she proves to be the finest sit skier around. Gold number 3 goes to Annalena Forster. Take a look at the official results then. Kishimoto with a nice steady run down. Kiviranta with a mistake that's cost her the silver. She'll get bronze nonetheless. Laurie Stevens gets into second position, but Annalena Forster, there was no doubting that, was there? From start to finish, very comfortable indeed. There are our 3 medal winners. Stevens elevated into second. Kiviranta will be, well, happy with the bronze, I'm sure, but she'll know that her own mistakes cost her that silver medal. There was no stopping the winner, was there? We'll hear from our race winner in just a matter of moments. She's with Elliot Stockdale down at the finish line.
Well, well done once again, Annalena. It's your 3rd gold of the World Championships. How did you do it?
Ja, cool. Fühlt sich echt gut an. Ja, ich freue mich einfach, und jetzt kann der Slalom noch kommen. Ja. yeah, I'm happy. That's cool. And yeah, I'm looking forward for the slalom now.
Oh, congratulations again. Thank you.
I'll bet she's looking forward to the slalom. Yet another gold opportunity in an event where she's won the slalom gold at the last 4 major championships. Pyeongchang, the World Championships in 2019, the World Championships of 2021, and of course the Paralympics in Beijing as well. I bet she's looking forward to the slalom 100%. We're looking forward to the men's VI because just 13/100ths separated the top 3. Just the 9 to go in the men's VI. First of those, Patrick Jensen of Australia. Ethan Jackson, the guide, just out a shot to the right-hand side. Jensen needs a very good run if he's to come up with any sort of medal activity. And there we go. Jackson leads away, all in bright red. And it will be Jensen, 26-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales in Australia. He's actually flag bearer for the Australian team at the 2019 World Championships. He had the honour of being the flag bearer at the closing ceremony of the 2017 World Championships in Treviso. That was his debut World Champs, a 9th in the slalom. Slalom is his most preferred. That's where he's had the best of his results, a 7th in the 2019 World Championships. An 8th when it came to the last Paralympic Games in Beijing. 7th here in the combined events. And he will make a clean run, he will make it to the line, and he will set the time of 2:16.35. Ready, flying down. Our next 2, Huang Mingyu. Huang gets across, 9.96 ahead of Jensen then. So the Korean leads for now. This is Michael Snagel of Austria. Florian Echata is guiding him down. It's 33, Snagel.
Now we move back to full interval plus 30 seconds.
The next athlete is out as well. Michael Golas is on the course in the top right of your screen. 3.54 was the gap that Snagel had put between himself and the early leader, and it stays around about 3.26, 2:03.27 for our new race leader, Michael Snagel. Golas on course, he's 0.62 ahead. Stretching that to 2.93. This is good from Golas. Still 5 to go in front of him. Manik Kubacka will be up next. 4.87 is the lead that Golos has given himself. Would be very lucky from here on in to get a medal. Maria Zatovikova is getting in front of Manik Kubacka, preparing herself. Away they go. You can hear those instructions coming from the speaker in the backpack of Maria Zatovikova. Again, a reminder, Manik Kubacka completely blind. Those goggles completely blacked out. He is running down this mountain simply using the instructions of his guide. You've got somebody you trust that much, why not give it a go? 1.43, he's up already. He's got 4 in front of him. He needs a good run and a bit of luck if he is going to get another medal, as he did in the giant slalom. When he did it in the 2019 World Championships. A remarkable run. Oh, it's a big, big slide, that one from Marik. And this is where Maria earns her money. She's got to get him back in track here because this is a tight turn and Marik's down. Well, it was wild for about 4 different gates, wasn't it? And it's so, so difficult. Again, emphasising that there is nothing going through those goggles. They are completely blacked out and he has to follow instruction. And he just got wide. Around about here was where the struggle started. But coming through here, it was so, so tight. And to have to make such a tight turn, even an athlete with vision would struggle with that turn. Manik Kubacka goes out. It is not to be his second medal. Golos remains in first. De La Place, the next person to try and attack the top 3. 33-year-old from Grenoble in France. Maintains a decent lead over Golos, which is what he had going into this. The winner of multiple gold medals since his transition from power athletics, a London 2012 runner. It's grown that gap to 2.17. Well, he's done what he can. De La Place puts a 156.54 down in front of him. Is it good enough to wrestle a place onto the podium? But don't forget, the gap between these next 3 is very, very tight. This is going to be interesting from here on in. Simpson, Bertragnoli and Eichner. There's the first of the 3 to go. Just 0.13 separating third and first. Strap yourselves in for the next 3 runs. This is going to be very interesting indeed. Mouth-watering tie between 3 of the best in the men's VI category.
Come on, Neil!
Come on, Neil, says Rob Poff, the guide for the young Brit. Still just 20 years of age. A 3rd World Championships. Nothing showing for him in 2019. It was all about learning. He took part in the giant slalom and the slalom at those World Championships. Didn't complete either. I remember commentating on that and thinking there's something here with this kid. And there certainly was. Double gold in Lillehammer, gold in the Super G in Beijing. He's already picked up gold in the Super G here. He's a force to be reckoned with. Slalom's not necessarily his bag, and again he's fighting just where Kubacka had some difficulties as well. But Neil Simpson, 4.19 seconds up on De La Place, which is where he would hope to be. It's whether he can put in a decent time to move across Bertagnoli or Aigner from their positions, but he's certainly going for it here, Simpson. Every ounce of pace and effort has been put into that one. 5.02 up, 151.52 from the Great Britain, Neil Simpson. He pushed everything that was needed. Has he got the right buttons in the right order to give himself a silver or gold, or does he remain the bronze medalist in this contest? Bertagnoli was just 1/100th of a second behind Johannes Aigner at the end of the first run. So let's just say it was nothing, because it is. It's absolutely nothing. These two, it is just a pure, flat-out race. But it's Bertagnoli who gets to go first. Turn 24 at the beginning of this competition. He's down on Simpson. Well, whilst focusing on one, perhaps lose focus on the other. Simpson has put in a good run. Bertagnoli in the early stages, almost a 10th behind him. You're talking about a man who has been slalom world champion and giant slalom world champion, as well as the reigning Paralympic slalom gold medal winner, and that's the ability that Bertagnoli has. He's gone through the section where Simpson wobbled, and he's gone through neatly. 1.25 seconds ahead. He's got to finish strongly here. Bertagnoli lays down the gauntlet for Johannes Aigner. His time of 1:50.24, and the Italian holds on to the gold for now. Simpson guaranteed a bronze. Brilliant run from Giacomo Bertagnoli of Italy. He and Andrea Ravelli now have to wait. Those skis belong to the youngster Johannes Aigner. His two sisters have picked up a gold and a bronze already in the women's VI category. Matteo Fleischmann is the guide. Responsibility it is to find the best line for the 17-year-old. He is an 18 until April. Season will be all but over then. He's picked up 2 gold medals here already. He's the combined and the downhill champion so far. Johannes Aigner. Is this the hat trick in the giant slalom? He is the reigning Paralympic champion of this event. And he's inside by 0.28. Keep our eyes on those time checks here. He's down. A big fall. Well, Bertagnoli really was quick through that section. This could be very, very interesting. Aigner has to find something huge in the bottom third here as he comes towards the line. He will not. It's second for Aigner. Bertagnoli is world champion once again. Well, he didn't disappoint Aigner. He gave everything he could. But it was just a second outside. And I said that this would be tight. 1.28 separated the top 3 in the end. They were almost 5 seconds clear of 4th place, the 3 of them. And brilliant, brilliant work from 3 of the teams. but it is Italy's Giacomo Bertagnoli that will take that gold title. Well, there you go. Simpson with Poth, 128 behind Johannes Aigner, 105, but it is Bertagnoli in that run of 150.24 that takes the title. There you see Neil Simpson, the bronze medal winner. Johannes Aigner and Matteo Freisman going through the screen there. They were the winners of the silver here in the giant slalom. But what a run. Bertagnoli is world champion once again. His first gold of this championships. Well, that means that Bertagnoli has now won a gold at the last 5 major World Championships and Paralympic Games. Excellent achievement from the young Italian. Hopefully we'll hear from Giacomo. He's down there with Elliot in just a moment.
Well, Giacomo, bronze, silver, finally you've got the gold.
Yeah, esatto, esattamente. Sono super contento perché oggi è stato veramente bellissimo. Gigante che mi è piaciuto, prima seconda Manche abbiamo tirato, abbiamo rischiato, però è una grande soddisfazione. Ho fatto un po' come nel 2017, il primo mondiale che ho fatto, secondo in realtà, dove ho portato a casa un oro, un argento e un bronzo, però c'è ancora lo slalom qui. Okay, so it was such a fantastic giant slalom today. First and second run we were so close, so fast. I think I skied pretty good. Something like in 2017 when I won 1 bronze, 1 silver, 1 gold. But here we got till the slalom. So maybe another one.
Well, congratulations. Thank you.
Maybe another one. Maybe another one. He's still got the slalom to come. That's what he was trying to say. He's got his gold here in the giant slalom. He's matched what he did in Tarvisio in Italy, where he got one of each colour. Has he got one more medal in him? Has he got one more gold in the slalom? Who knows? Off to the men's standing contest we go then. Manuel Rachbauer of Austria up first. Rachbauer went 104.61 in his first run. It was the slowest of the remaining 26. A big surprise to see Robin Kusch crash out in the first run. A big hope for him to pick up his first ever gold medal. It wasn't to be in the giant slalom. He will be back to fight it out for the slalom gold, I am sure. Bauer heading down, set the first time of the second run. 22-year-old competing here in his first World Championships. On the end, Andrew Harrogate is out on the course as well. Rachbauer goes 2:14.42. Harrogate here now on your screen, the American. Seven. It's a third World Championships for Andrew. His teammate Patrick Halgren has just left the start gate as well. Halgren, a single leg skier. Both of these choosing to use the outriggers as opposed to traditional ski poles, and Harrogate is indeed in front of Rachbauer as it stands. Halgren making his way neatly through. Let's take a look at the time for Andrew Harrier. 1:46 inside Rachbauer, so he leads with that time of 2:12.96. This is indeed Patrick Halgren. He's 30 years old, Patrick Halgren. We saw him make his World Championship debut in Lillehammer. He's had a couple of finishes and a DNF so far in his 3 competitions here in Spain. Well up here, 2.75. There was only around about 7/10 between him and his teammate earlier on, and that's less by the time he comes to finish. It's but still a lead. 2:12.63. Next up is Leander Kress, who again another single leg skier. Davide Bendotti just leaving the start gate, the top corner of your screen, the top right hand corner. Leander Kress is 0.8 of a second up so far. Halgren has finished, he leads. Kress and Bendotti out on course, so concentrate on Kress for Germany at the moment. 22nd birthday yesterday, and here he comes to lead. 2:10.90, he leads by 1.73. Bendotti. Was inside Bendotti. We're looking to hold on to that lead. He does indeed. It's up to a second here for the Italian. Made his debut in Treviso in Italy in the 2017 World Championships. And he is going to lead here by 2 seconds over Leander Kress. That time for Bendotti, 2:08.74. Next up then is Thomas Field. Jesse Keefe making his way onto the slope as Field stretches his lead to 2.68. Field of Switzerland. It's his 5th World Championships, and he comes across the line in 2:05.62. Keeps lead just 0.2 of a second. And he's dropped down here. Keith was leading in 0.20, now it's down to 0.63. The 18-year-old from Sun Valley. Soaked in the sunshine as he crosses the line, but he goes into second here, 1.27 seconds down on Thomas Hill. Next up is Gakuta Koike. Already leading by 1.2. "40 years of age, an office worker by trade. He's actually represented Japan in paracycling as well as the alpine, so very much a diverse sporting accolades. Never managed to pick up a medal as Gakute Koike. He does lead here, 2:04.34 as he comes over the finish line. Martin Franze of Slovakia, he's next. 38-year-old from Hrbanovo. Got himself a downhill bronze back in 2009 in Gangwon-land in South Korea. He's losing the lead that he did have on Koike. He's now half a second down. Marcus Nilsson Grasto is out on the course as well for Norway. But it is France that crosses the line in a time of 2:05.88. This is Marcus Nilsson Grasto. Grasto led by just a tenth at that last check. How does that change? It's just gone up by a fraction. 4/100ths of a second difference between the first intermediate and the second. Will it be enough to stay ahead of Gakuta Koike when it comes to the finish line? Here comes the finish line. It's not. 2:04.70 for Nilsson Grasto. This is Christoph Glotzner, who's already almost a second down here. Another of our single leg skiers. He's only 19, it's only his second World Championships. So he tried skiing with the normal poles to begin with. He said his physician brought him some outriggers and taught himself to just keep getting up again and again and again. And here he is, Christoph Glossner. Not even going down. He is going down to the line. That's where he is going. And he drops over in 2:06.42, a couple of seconds behind our current leader, which is Gakuta Koike, who's kept that lead for a couple of skiers now. Kohei Takahashi, he's not far behind, I would imagine. So we've lost Takahashi. That was very early on. That was when we were concentrating on Glotzner getting across. Takahashi in the top corner of your screen has already gone. So this is Roger Puidavi, who is half a second up after the first intermediate check. So Andorran. He's having a right battle, isn't he? Trying to use the strength in the legs. An athlete with hemiplegia. That might sound simple, but those that have that impairment will tell you that is a tough old battle out there. Find that strength to be able to push from left to right to get those turns in, as well as the movability. And he does fall behind by 0.32, 2:04.66. Gakuta Koike continues to lead the way here, as he has done for the last four skiers. Davi goes into second. Here is Thomas Walsh. As the snow is in his blood. Thomas Walsh. He's 2.28 seconds up here. He's capable of big performances. As big as that silver in the giant slalom in Beijing. He would have hoped for far more here, but he has put a 2-second gap between himself and the rest so far, just to demonstrate that he is better than they are at the moment. Walsh goes 2 seconds clear. This is Kivali, another that will be very very disappointed with that first run. The Paralympic champion is in your screen, and he was only in 10th position. 12th position, in fact, at the beginning of the run. He's ahead of Thomas Walsh, though. Kiveri pushing hard. Up towards the line he comes then, 0.92. Santeri Kiveri goes 2:01. 2:01.26 officially. He leads. Jules Segers. And he's behind Kiveri now. 0.2. He already had a lead of 3/100ths. So he's dropped 0.17 on the advantage he had. Segers closes a little bit. What's he got in the bottom section? Can he go above Kiveri? Or will the 19-year-old drop a position? He drops a position, 0.53, 2:01.79. He's above Walsh, but he's behind Santeri Kiveri as we focus on Thomas Grocha. 29-year-old, born without a femur and fibula bone in his left leg. Oh, he's a big slide there, and you hear him yelp. And the single leg skier goes out. Grocha goes out. This is Niko Prijancic. Grocha out. Prijancic behind Kiveri, 0.28. Just how good that is, that run from Santeri Kiveri. Five-year-old Prijancic still in the hunt for his first ever World Championship medal. This his 5th World Championships of trying to do so. He's 0.63 down now. Getting out of the gates is Arad Lindström of Sweden. Across the line in 2:02.31. Prijancic goes down into 4th position. This won't be his medal-winning day. Lindström is always capable of a good run, is Arad Lindström, but he's dropped behind here, 0.35. This run from Kiveri is proving very effective indeed. Kiveri went 59.40, Lindström went 59.09, so there was only 0.3 of a second between them. But Lindström, there you go. He has found some speed from somewhere. He's now 0.28 back up. Will he be able to continue that into these final moments? 2:01.26 is what he's looking for. He's outside. Lindström goes behind Kiveri now. Well, how far down the order does Kiveri manage to get himself? Oscar Burnham up next. He's ahead. 23-year-olds from Teen. Quite wide a moment ago. This is 2nd World Championships. That's 6th place in the combined. As close as he's got to a medal. He's 1.1 up though. This is a good run from Burnham. Kiveri was quick in this bottom section. Burnham has got to match it to get ahead of him and to try and hold into places. He does. 2:00.16. He's 1:10 inside Kiveri, who's finally found his run come to a halt. And now it's Burnham's chance to wait. With 6 still to come. Guimont next on. 0.8 up, Guimont. 28-year-old from Quebec. His impairment, cerebral palsy. Strength and determination with that impairment is a tremendous thing to behold. Guimont, 0.69, almost 7/10 of a second clear. This will put him in the driving seat, should he be able to maintain it. And made his debut back in 2016. Bronzes everywhere in his career. Treviso, Pyeongchang, Beijing, he's got one here. And he goes second. Does he? Wait for the official time to come through on the screen here. No, he goes first by 0.6. Guimont leads. The weight for Alexis Guimont then. He's got a bronze here at these World Championships already. This man is having a good time too. 31 now, the Austrian from Klagenfurt in Austria. He has been rolling back the years, hasn't he? These last couple. Couple of golds in Lillehammer, 2 silvers in Beijing, and already the Super G and downhill gold medal winner here in Espoo, and he has got another lead to hold on to. 0.92 up on Guimont. And it's not beyond the realms of possibility to win it from 5th position. A good, solid, quick run puts the pressure on everyone in front of you. And he has dropped an awful amount of time here. Guimont will stay top at this rate. Marcus Salka losing time through that middle section. As we hit the line then, what are we looking at? He is second, 1:59.91. He's had some good days. Marcus Salka in here in Spain. This will not be one of them. Guimont continues. Brossan will be next up.
.35 above the leader, the current leader, the Canadian Alexis Guimont.
Was a big skier as a kid. Decided to take it up again after his motorcycle accident. It damaged his left leg, the nerves in his left shoulder as well. Brossan has yet to medal as a para-alpine skier. He goes into this in 4th, behind his compatriot Balchet, but he does lead here over Guimont by 0.6, 6/10 of a second. That is something he needs to maintain. Made his debut in Treviso in Italy back in 2017. He's got more and more consistent. Oh, as I say that, there's a big slide, and this is an opportunity that Guimont might hold the lead. He does here at the moment, 0.17. Brossan, can he find what he needs here in the final third of this course to elevate himself back to the top here with a chance to get a medal? He's outside. He's 3rd, in fact, 0.56. And Brossan, huge opportunity for a medal. And it's not to be on this day. And Guimont now needs just one more person to slip up, either on the course or slip out, for him to claim a medal. Arthur Balchet, king of the slopes, if you like. When it was Balchet and Boucher, Arthur and Marie, the French have been dominant these last few years. But Arthur Balchet needs something big, and he's getting it. 1.95 ahead of Guimont. Canadian dreams hang in the balance with 3 still to come. This one included. But at the moment, Barchet is hitting the slope hard, as he always does, giving it everything, almost down on his legs through one of those. He's 2.3 seconds up. Arthur Barchet has absolutely gone for this. There will be nothing in the tank for Barchet because he is making sure that he uses every ounce of energy he's got here. Through the line he comes, 1:56.80. He has gone 2.7 seconds ahead, and the Frenchman, he's feeling that. He's absolutely feeling it. But will he be wearing the gold medal? Will it be worth it? Oh, it's a staggering run. 2.7 he's put between himself and Guimont. Over to you, Italy and Switzerland. Over to you, Pelizzari and Guimont. King Arthur is in pole position once more. What a big moment for Federico Pelizzari. Just 22 years of age. The best he's ever done. His 2 bronze medals at last year's World Championships. He's very new to the circuit, and he's behind 0.89. He has to go ahead of Barchet to guarantee the best medal ever that he's got, and at the moment it isn't going that way. Guimont will be paying attention to what happens next. What does this next time check hold? Barchet was inside a minute. Pelizzari is not, 1.73. Interesting. Here we go at the line then. Oh, he's second. 1:58.78. Well, he's going to get a bronze. It will match the bronze medals that he got in Lillehammer. For him to get a silver, Theo Rimeur has to throw away the chance of a gold medal. Well, Pelizzari will know he's done everything he can. He will also know, looking at that time, that Arthur Barchet's run is just pure madness. Theo Rimeur. All smiles when I saw him getting off the team van this morning, Theo Rimeur. He wanted to talk about football. I did not. We'll be talking about a gold medal a little bit later. Something he hasn't done since the 2019 World Championships. Lillehammer, only bronze. Beijing, only bronze. Theo Rimeur is a second inside. Is he about to return to a World Championship golden position on the podium? Or is Barchet's middle and bottom section just too quick? Giant slalom winner in Pyeongchang in 2018. We know what talent this man possesses. He knows only one way to ski, and it's just like Barchet, it's to give it everything. How does that lead look now? Here he comes to the second check. Was 1:07. We're not going to see it. We're going to see the finish line instead. Oh, and agonising. We have to wait. That's not the official time, I don't think. I don't think that's the official time. Let's wait and see. Theo Rimeur. Oh, it is. 1:57.28. He's 0.48 in second. Well, drama. A clock that kept on running. But a run from Barchet that was sensational. Theo Rimeur will claim silver. But it's Barchet that claims the gold. Dramatic fashion. He's gone from third to first. And King Arthur reigns again. Brilliant stuff. Rimeur in second. Federico Pelizzari in third. Alexis Guimont just missing out despite a fantastic run. And the French are singing here in the Spanish mountains. Fantastic scenes. Arthur Barchet has gone from third to first. Let's take a look at those official results then. Great stuff from Guimond. Really put the pressure on, but it was Pellizzari that went in front of him. Théo Remeur dropping into second despite leading after the first run. And Arthur Barchet has gone from third to first to pick up yet another gold medal at a World Championships. What a man he is. Just 22. And that is his second gold here of these World Championships. I'll wait and see those medal winners if they've calmed themselves down. Oh, there they are. That man in the middle, well, you saw at the end of his run, he was in a world of pain, and I still don't think he's fully recovered. Théo Remeur smiles on the left, but he'll know that was a huge opportunity to try and take the gold medal. But Federico Pellizzari will get the bronze as well. Here he is in his run, the Italian storming to third place in this one. Théo Remeur led at the halfway stage of the competition. He'll have to settle for silver. He looked pretty happy about it, to be fair. But that man there, showing his dominance once again, Arthur Barchet, winner of the giant slalom. He'll be talking to Elliot in just a moment.
Arthur, c'est super. Gold medal, how does it feel?
Et ça fait vraiment du bien, bravo pour votre français. Et ouais, ça fait vraiment du bien. Ce titre de champion du monde de Géant, c'est le premier que j'ai eu en 2017 à 16 ans et j'avais à cœur de le retrouver. J'avais été battu l'année dernière et en 2019 je l'avais gardé aussi, mais voilà, c'est juste fou. Merci au staff. C'est génial aussi de voir des Français si proches du haut et on n'a pas fini d'occuper le haut, j'espère en tout cas. Merci à ma famille qui font aussi un max de bruit. Et ouais, yeah, it feels really great. I'm so happy to have this gold medal. It was the first one I had at 16 years old when I started my first World Championship. So yeah, it's crazy. Thanks to my staff, thanks to my family, that they make a lot of noise, and congrats to both of you guys, and yeah, I hope tomorrow I will continue all that.
Bien fait.
Good to hear that Barchet said tomorrow. I hope they've all realised it's a day off because I'm not coming in. But yeah, they're all caught in the adrenaline of the moment, aren't they? Tomorrow is a non-action day. We do have the slalom to come over the course of the weekend. This is Alex Slegg, 31-year-old Brit. Diagnosed with a herniated disc back in 2013, whilst serving in the armed forces. Competing since the last World Championship, so he's very new in terms of competition. Just seen coming over the top of the hill into the fast section. Oh, but he's coming in wide. Is he going to make that? He had some mishaps in the first run, but he kept on going. I think he's still going here. You have to come to a full stop. And it deemed a full stop. The determination from Slegg never in question. He had some hairy moments in the first run. He made it. What he would like is to make it down twice in the day to complete his giant slalom. And the first of the sit skiers makes it down. Alex Slegg sets a time of 2:31.03 for everyone else to follow. Next up, Adam boarding Nebo. Nebo 1:30.71. Was 1:08.88 at the start. So 6 seconds up, but you've got to stay up. And the Dane has gone. And They'll need to get him some assistance. There'll probably be a stop-start after Brewer. Matthew Brewer. '47. Competed in the late 90s nationally as a skier, so it's in his blood. .72 seconds up though. Brewer will lead. And how long we'll find out. So Matthew Brewer of the USA lives in Huntington Beach, California. And he gets a big cheer from an American contingent at the bottom of the hill. So they're just assisting Adam Nebo of Denmark. And just hearing that Alex Slegg, bib number 83, did indeed come to a full stop, so his time will not stand. So at the moment, Matthew Brewer is the only person through, it would seem. No Brian Rowland by the looks of it either. He seems to be a DNS. There's Nobut getting some assistance to try and reattach the ski. So yeah, as I understand it, 79 Josh Hanlon of Australia will be next up. There is no Brian Rowland, number 82. Canadian not competing in this second run. Here he is then, Hanlon. '25-year-old. Big fan of Aussie rules football. He's Josh Hanlon. Let's ask him who his team is. Trains up in New South Wales. New South Wales Institute of Sport team. .25 seconds up. And out goes Hanlon, another big slide here. And that is a very similar position to where we saw Adam Nubert go out. So our next competitor is on the course. This is Magnus Balten, number 81. So again, still Matthew Brewer continues to lead. He's the only one through to complete a run so far. Balten, some 37 seconds difference, so it says. Check that out at the bottom. I think that's been corrected. 7 point something would be more accurate, I feel. Wait and see the official time here for Magnus Balten, but should be quicker than Matthew Brewer. It's been corrected to 11, which is a lot more like it. Avi Drugan is out on the course as well. So this will be the new lead time then. 2:08.72 for the Norwegian. The American, Ravi Drugan, coming through at the top of your screen. He's already 0.48 up as well. So as one American leaves the top of the leaderboard, another is looking to take its place. Going well here for Drugan. 23-year-old from Oregon. Best place finish, 8th. Posted here in the combined. He got 8th in the downhill in Lillehammer as well. He's got a good opportunity to get inside the top 10 this time around. And he's gone behind though. Disappointment for Drugan as he falls behind Baltien. Victor Pirel is out on the course. 2.72 seconds inside the current lead time for Victor Pirel. Turned 31 a few days ago. Just, coming to a slow patch a moment ago, but he's picking up momentum again. Was 4 seconds up. Into the bottom section. We know there's plenty of French people at the bottom, and they have cheered him through. 2:05.06. Victor Pirel of France now leads the way. Nicolas Bisquet-Hudson of Chile. Bib number 78. Sam Tate waiting in the wings. .75 up the Chilean. .24. It's gone from being 0.75 up to 0.44 down. What does it look like at the line? He's gone back up. He's gone back up and he'll be happy with that. Interesting middle section for the man competing in his second World Championships. Sam Tate next up. Coming through the sunshine is the Australian. It's dropped to 1.11 down. Through the sunlight he comes. Can Tate find a different line or a different speed? 31-year-old. Oh, that's a big moment for him. He's almost static at the top there. Here he is in his third World Championships. That big slide didn't help him, did it? 3.37, so Bisquet-Hudson will remain at the top for now. 8 still to come, and he's very wide, his take there. Finishes on 2:09.50. Never gives anything other than his all, does Sam Tate. This is Takeshi Suzuki out on course now. 0.75 up. Real outside chance of a medal here. We'd have to hope for some big mistakes from the big players above him. Suzuki, 34-year-old from Fukushima. Motor accident back in 1997. 9 years later, he was competing in Torino, the Paralympic Winter Games. Those inspired by Nagano. His lead stretching. How much more can he put between himself and the rest of the field? 1.92. That's a good run from Takeshi Suzuki. He goes ahead of the Chilean athlete Biscay Hudson. And Journée Slivnik is next. Still just 22. Can remember him making his World Championship debut in Kranjska Gora back in 2019. He did the giant slalom and the slalom there, 10th in the best he got from that slalom. 4th place in Lillehammer in the slalom. So close to a Slovenian medal. But he's fallen behind here. That run from Suzuki looking good now. Big slide from Slivnik. Can he find some speed in this bottom half now? 1.47, he's falling behind the Slovenian. And that means that Japan's Takeshi Suzuki will continue to lead here. Official time for Slivnik is 2:04.59. He got some back in the end, but 1:76. He goes into second, and Suzuki, his faint hopes of a medal continue to exist. Irene Di Silvestro. Oh, and another big moment. .71 behind, and again Suzuki hanging on in here. Silvestro. Well, he's gone back in front. Heck of a second half of the run. This is from Di Silvestro. The 26-year-old hits the line in 2 minutes, .57. Well, if not for the difficulties at the top, how quick would that have been? There's only 5 to come, but Di Silvestro puts the pressure on. This man will hear a wave of noise as he gets to the bottom from the French team and the spectators that have gathered to watch Cislou Brasdaguin. Starts with a lead of 0.8 of a second over Di Silvestro from the first run. But this opening section wasn't Di Silvestro's best either. This is where Draguin could start to put the pressure on. He does. He's doubled the lead that he had. Take a look at this second time check then. Brasdaguin bringing the goods so far, 165 up. We know that Di Silvestro had a good second half of the course, and that proves it. 0.17 is all the gap is. So at the moment, That first intermediate check means nothing because René Di Silvestro had such a good second half of the course. Do we have a new leader? We do not. Half a second as well. And the run continues. Only 4 to go. Silvestro's second run here is now looking very, very impressive, but surely not enough for a medal. De Langen was 57, Hampshire was 56, Pedersen was 55. Only mistakes now, surely, lets Di Silvestro into a medal position. Kurt Oatway, number 74. "38 years of age now. Here's a guy that made his debut 12 years ago in Kimberley, Canada. First Paralympic Games were the ones held in Sochi in 2014. He went over to Pyeongchang in 2018. No such journey to China last year. He was at the World Champs, got a 4th and a 5th so far here. He is up here though, 2.21. This is nice from Oatway, and we would expect him to hold that lead against Di Silvestro, and he will, but only by 199. 158.58. Oatway goes to the top, and he now sits at the top of the pile with 3 to come, and these 3 are going to push. These 3 are going to push, and it means possibly one of them going out, which would elevate Oatway to a podium position. He's done everything he needs to do. He now waits, this man, in search of his first ever gold medal. It's happened for Barbara van Bergen. Can it happen for Niels de Langen here in Espoo? He'll need a bit of luck from Kampstra and Pedersen, who are next. What he also needs is a good, quick, clean run. Four-year-old, bronze in his very first World Championships in the slalom, so he'll be looking forward to the weekend as well. Bronze in Lillehammer in the slalom, silver in the giant slalom back in 2019, silver in Beijing in the slalom. Can he make this his hill? Can he make this his time? Niels de Langen. Or does he have to sit behind Kampstra and Pedersen once again? What he's got to do is get above Oatway here. He's dropped down to just 0.8. He has lost over 0.4 of a second. Surely he doesn't want to lose any more, and he doesn't. Just 0.74. And he throws his arms up because it's job done. He goes to the top, and now he gets to wait. Any mistakes, and it elevates him. And these next 2 are renowned for pushing themselves right to the limit. There is no settling for silver here. These 2 aren't just going to come out and think a steady run will do me for a medal. Absolutely not. This man here, it's not about silvers for him. It's all about the golds. And he is going to do everything in his power, everything in his skill set, to get that gold away from Jesper Pedersen. 2 great rivals, 2 huge lovers of football away from the slopes. But on them, they are competitors like no other. 1.45 the lead. And Kampstra driving into every single gate, looking to find every single pathway that just makes him a fraction quicker than everyone else. Is this his day? Is this the gold medal he craves here in Espoo? Or has Pedersen got his number once more? What he has got to do is stay on, and he's doing that beautifully well so far. He's well ahead of De Langen by 2.90. You can see how low he's having to get, how much he's having to stretch right on the edge of that blade at every single gate, it would seem. And if that's what it takes, he will do it. Kampschreur to hit the line then in a time of 1:54.83, 3 seconds quicker than his compatriot. There's a huge smile there. But will he be smiling in 60 seconds or so when Jesper Pedersen finishes his run? He will watch on as we will. But you have to say, that is a gutsy run from Jeroen Kampschreur.
The last run, the one of the leader of the first run, Norway's Jesper Pedersen.
When it comes to sit skiing, Kampschreur and this man right here have the monopoly on the medals, it would seem, over the past 3 to 4 years. Jesper Pedersen, an icon back in Norway. Unbelievably well-known figure back at home. Has a huge social media following. And he's a good, big, humble kid. 121 up. Don't forget he starts with a lead. That's why Kampschreur went for it. He knew not only does he have to put a better time in, he had to close a gap as well. Pedersen will not rest though. He will not slow for no man. And at the moment, it is Jesper Pedersen. He has the lead of 121. The 23-year-old, as we come towards the second time check. Where do we stand here then? Pedersen versus Kampschreur. Oh, it drops to 0.8. Kampschreur was driving through these gates. Pedersen is doing just the same. We have a handful of gates left. It is Norway against Netherlands, as it seems to always be in the men's sit ski. And Pedersen takes it by 0.79. He denies Kampschreur his gold. He wins yet another title here in Espoo. These two just battle it out time after time after time. But this one is Jesper Pedersen's race yet again. Kampschreur with the quickest run, 58.50, but it's only 0.08 of a second quicker than Jesper Pedersen's run of 58.58. And it means that Pedersen takes the title from Kampschreur. Niels de Langen picks up yet another bronze for his medal collection. Kurt Oatwait with a heck of a try, but it's fourth for him here in the giant slalom. And we'll see the three of them down in the finish area in just a moment. The sun just now drops behind the hill that they're competing on. It will start to feel cool here pretty quick. But here are your top three. Niels de Langen giving everything. It's another medal for him. This guy, quickest in the second run, but left himself too much from the first. Jesper Pedersen holding on and winning yet another gold medal here in Espoo. Well, there they are once again. It's a huge smile in the middle for Jesper Pedersen. De Langen, his is good as well, and again, you just get the sense that Jeroen Kampschreur is having to find where his teeth are. Is that more of a grimace? I'll ask him later on. Let's hear from the top three here in the men's sitting.
And go.
Well, congratulations. Another day, another gold medal, but that was very close towards the end.
Ja, det var mye tempo og mye sving i andre omgang, men jeg klarte å følge planen og gjorde det jeg måtte for å ta serien i dag også. Det er bra å være i flytsonen om dagen, så det blir gøy med slalom på lørdag, men først skal vi slappe alt av på fredag i morgen. Yeah, it was a tough race in the second run. It was pretty turny, so I had to work a lot towards the end, but I managed to settle the win, so I'm happy.
Well, congratulations. Well done.
to hear from Jesper Pedersen. We'll hear, I'm thinking, from second and third, hopefully.
Well, congratulations on your silver, but so close to the gold. How are you feeling?
Obviously mixed feelings. I mean, today was pretty much the day I hoped for the best result. Eventually I showed what I could, and no one knows, but the first run I actually lost the side of my ski. So I'm kind of happy I managed to finish anyways, and yeah, I gave it all. And as you can see in the steep part I win a lot of time, but in the flats I just lose it. And yeah, just focus on the next discipline again, and have another silver in the back. It's all right. Yep. Nou ja, weet je, ik heb alles laten zien wat ik kan. En zoals je kan zien heb ik op het stijlen vaak veel goed gemaakt, maar op het vlakke verlies ik het dan gewoon van Jesper. En dat is jammer. In de eerste run heb ik de kant van mijn ski verloren. Dus ik ben blij dat ik in ieder geval gefinished ben die run. Hè. Ik had er wel last van, ik heb er wel tijd op verloren. Maar goed, joh, daar is niks aan te doen. En ik heb nu een zilver in de bek en ja, op naar de slalom.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And hopefully we can hear from our bronze medal winner as well.
Het is inderdaad de eerste medaille van dit wereldkampioenschap, maar ook van het seizoen. En ik denk dat dit een hele mooie plek is om het te laten zien wat erin zit. Yeah, it's amazing. It's the first medal of this championship, but also the first of the season. And it's really good to show what I'm capable of on such a big event like World Champs.
Well, congratulations. Go and enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, all three of our medal winners. Thank you very much for joining us here for the Giant Slalom. Join us again at the weekend. It's slalom action for the FIS Para-Alpine Ski World Championships here in Espoo. From all of us, goodbye.